Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at Tesla. Tesla Semi with a Frito-Lay livery spotted broken down on the roadside. So this is not the first Tesla that I've seen broken down on the roadside in videos, but we will be checking it out nevertheless. Listen, we want to give Tesla an opportunity. This was expected. This technology is still fairly new. Plus, if it's another electric vehicle that's broken down on the road, no one is talking about it. But if it's a Tesla, yeah, much more people will talk about this. So another Tesla Semi broken down. So this is what this person has to say. Silent alert. There's a fine balance of sustainability and reliability. Fleets can't depend on units that break down. So this user is laying on a lot of harsh criticism towards Tesla and Elon Musk. It says here, Tesla established a special service team dedicated to Semi. That's the semi-service program last year, anticipating that being a brand new product, it would have regular Tesla technicians that would be able to offer help. So that's the video right there. That's the vehicle broken down. And obviously we don't know why it's broken down. So it wouldn't really be fair for us to just immediately start complaining. So I think this is at least the third or fourth Tesla vehicle I've seen broken down. The first one that I remember seeing was a white vehicle. There was no company logo on it. It was a Tesla Semi, but it was not Coca-Cola. It was not Frito-Lay. It was just on brand. The second one that I saw was definitely a Frito-Lay vehicle, and it was in a line of traffic, and we reacted to that one on this channel. This is the third one that I remember of. So it's either third or fourth. But the important thing is to understand that this technology it's still fairly new. There's still so much that we are not used to. There's still so much that we have to get used to. So this is a red Tesla Semi. Never really seen this clip before. Look like it's just being reversed into Tesla charge stations. But yeah, very interesting stuff. So I've never really seen this clip before. This is a first. I've seen similar trucks or the same truck, because this is the smaller truck. There's obviously two Tesla Semi. This is the smaller one, mostly for localized deliveries. And I think the larger truck is for much heavier hauls of weight and longer journeys. That truck can complete up to 500 miles on a single charge. That is very impressive. This is a video of just a lot of electric vehicles. This is in Shenzhen. And the fully green license plates is an indication of what to expect. The fully green license plate is basically saying this is a electric vehicle. Tesla Model 3 right there. That's incredible. Look at that. Is that a Lucid? I'm not too sure. I don't know what that is, but it looks like an Aldi. That looks like a VW. But a lot of these vehicles are Chinese brand vehicle. These vehicles I've never even seen them in Europe, except for that red Porsche. But that's not electric. That is electric on the left. Look at that light bar right there. Looks a little bit like a Lucid, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys in the comments are just gonna absolutely destroy me and just constantly complain and say, oh, I can't believe you don't know what vehicle that is. Why don't you just help me? Tell me what vehicle it is, right? There's a lot of vehicles, a lot of new, and the video is blurry. Come on. Now, this was a footage I definitely wanted to check out. The quality is a little bit bad, but there's like 3 Tesla Semis in a row. Frito-Lay Modesto Site Director. So there's quite a few Tesla Semis right there, maybe 3 or 4. Very interesting. I wanted to check out this video because never seen it. And obviously Frito-Lay is using quite a few of these Tesla Semis. Frito-Lay and Coca-Cola, they are using quite a few of these semis. So I want to get a proper understanding of how that's all going. So right there in the middle, that's the big Tesla Semi. On the left and right, those look like some smaller semis. I think those were all the same. But it's just interesting. Like, this is the next step. Like, the trucks are drivable. The trucks are ready to start delivery. But there will be problems. There will be problems. There will be setbacks. It's not about what the trucks can do right now, but it's about what they will accomplish in 10 years, 20 years. Because it's not going to be easy. This is a very new technology. Well, maybe the tech isn't new, but certainly the tech in this format is fairly new. This is one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. You know, a dog in the driver's seat of a Tesla. I think it's a summon feature. It looks like the summon feature. Of course, it probably is. But the dog looked like like it was driving. Like, take a close look. The dog hands or feet are on the steering wheel and it's moving. Okay, that's just bizarre. That's just bizarre. Is that even legal? That's my question. That is genuinely my question. He's about to open the door. Check that out for a rare Tesla color. I've never seen that in person before. I don't even know what kind of green that is. It's a type of green. I don't know what type, but it looks amazing. Seriously. It's probably somewhere in Europe as well. That looks very European. Yeah, it's probably somewhere in Europe, but looks pretty nice. Won't lie. All right, naturally, we got to take a look at the Tesla shares. How's it been going for you? Seriously, how's it been going for you? You know, despite everything, I still think that the shares are undervalued at $133. Let's not forget about the stock split that happened recently. Market cap currently 421 billion. Let's not forget where it was, last year, September. Let's not forget where it was last year in March, around $361. Very, very incredible. Obviously, this was well above 1 trillion in market cap. So if this company can already achieve this, yeah, you have to consider everything. In my opinion, however much Tesla's making per year, times that by 10, that's their realistic value. So let's take a look. This is it. Tesla's 2022 annual revenue. This is just revenue. This is not profit. This is just revenue. This is before profit, of course. This is everything that they made basically in 2022, delivering 1.3 million cars. So they're probably going to hit 100 billion quite soon. Okay, so we understand it's 74 billion, almost 75 billion. You could round that off at 75 billion. In fact, let's do that. 75 times that by 10 years. So if Tesla makes 75 billion for the next 10 years, how much will they generate? $750 billion. By the way, if this is truthful, Tesla will continue to raise their revenue year after year by a few billions. So this is just assuming that everything remains the same. I guarantee you, in the next 10 years, their revenue is going to easily double, triple. So if this is the realistic value of the company, just at first glance, if anything, this actually means that Tesla is definitely a $1 trillion company. This company is not overvalued. It is undervalued. The company is making 75 billion a year. It's easy math. It is easy math. This tells us it is undervalued. So I've heard a lot of people saying that it's overvalued, but I don't see how you can justify that. Some people might say, well, 75 billion is just revenue. It's not profit. The profits are much lower. That I understand. I completely understand it. Look at Apple's revenue for last year. $365 billion. So if we go to Apple's site, this was published October 27th last year. Apple's report fourth quarter results. If it's published in October last year, does it consider November? Has it been updated with November figures and December figures? I'm not sure, but the number seems to be going around is that the annual revenue is just around 394 billion. That's not all profit. But I can guarantee you they're walking away with 100 billion profit, 150 billion profit. I don't know, but they're walking away with a lot of profit. I mean, you got to consider tax, despite the fact that they pay none because they're in Ireland, but you get my point. So Tesla wants to get to there. So Tesla's making 75 billion a year. They're making 1.3 million vehicles per year. So let's time this by 5. Let's times this by 5 equals 375 billion. That's almost the same as Apple. It's close. But here's the crazy part. It's 1.3 million vehicles a year. Times that by the same thing, 6.5 million vehicles. So when Tesla starts building 6 to 7 to 8 million vehicles per year, when they start selling that much vehicles per year, then you can expect them to start doing Apple numbers. Now the question is, can they accomplish that in the next 5 to 10 years? Of course they can. So if they can accomplish this in the next 5 to 10 years, isn't it obvious to assume that their yearly revenue will be far beyond 75 billion, possibly 200 billion at some stage, 250, 300 billion? So you can clearly see that if you take an estimate, looking at the next 5 to 10 years, right now the share is completely Undervalue. I hope you understand. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you in our next video.